Well, it's the Cyndy and Jenny team tonight. Jenny is your person to watch. She's demonstrating for me. I'm Cyndy. I'm leading the class tonight. And it's been a gorgeous day. I hope you had a chance to get outside. So now we get to be inside and do some movement and come to some stillness. I realize that we're into May, but April was National Poetry Month, and the very last day of the month, was a poem was posted called "Still." I will share that with you in a little bit, but that got me to thinking about what does it mean to be still. And the nerdy me went and looked, and there are like 7 different versions of definitions for still. A couple of them verbs, a couple of them nouns, so on and so forth. I'm not going to bore you with all of that. And then I got to thinking about what does it mean to become still or to come into stillness. And so tonight, we're going to do that. We're going to move and we're going to come into some stillness. And part of the beauty about becoming still is you have the opportunity to become centered and grounded. So, starting in an easy seat, you can cross your legs like Jenny is, or you can bring the soles of your feet together, sitting up on the edge of that blanket if that helps you support your spine. Whatever is easy for you, we're going to be here for just a little bit. Roll your shoulders open, bobble your head, and begin to engage your abdomen so that you're well supported, your low back is supported. Let the crown of your head feel really, really light. Get nice and tall. Let the tops of your shoulders drop down away from the bottoms of your ears. Elbows floating under your shoulders, and then your hands come either to your thighs or you can stack one on top of each other. Whatever is most comfortable for you. So you can come to your breath. And just allow your breath to be and notice. Notice where it is in your body. For some of us, we notice the nostrils. Others, perhaps the ribs or even the belly. Just notice what it is for you. Is it long or short? Is it deep or shallow? Just notice. And then often as we bring our attention to our breath, it just naturally begins to deepen, to lengthen, even to get more smooth. And as your breath begins to do those wonderful things, I want to share with you a short piece from a book by Eric Schiffman called Yoga, the Spirit and Practice of Moving into Stillness. And this is from the first chapter where he's talking about stillness. And so he says, stillness is not the absence or negation of energy, life, or movement. Stillness is dynamic. It is unconflicted movement, life in harmony with itself, skill in action. It can be experienced whenever there is total, uninhibited, unconflicted participation in the moment you are in. When you are wholeheartedly present with whatever you are doing. Stillness happens when you relax inside and are in harmony with yourself. This is the point. When you experience yourself in stillness, that is, when you give your undivided attention to experience the truth about you, you will experience the conflict-free, calm, dynamic peace of perfectly centered, abundant life energy. So allow your breath to be long and full. And as you set your intention for tonight's practice, perhaps it's something as simple as allowing yourself to find that centered, abundant life energy as you come to stillness. Take one more nice full round of breath. And as you exhale, be sure to exhale completely. You can keep your eyes closed if you like to practice that way so you can really feel yourself from the inside out, or softly open them. Bring your fingertips down by your sides so they're resting by your hips. And we'll start some dynamic movement. Take another nice full inhale, get just a little bit longer. And then on your exhale, allow your right fingertips to come out and you reach toward the right, coming into a soft side bend. The inhale brings you back to center. And the exhale reaches you out again. So it's to the same side, back and forth with your breath. Just allow your head to drape down toward that right shoulder, just bringing some movement into the body. And then the next time you come back to center, pause. And with your inhale, reach your left arm around and up. So your left arm is reaching towards the sky. And settle the shoulder down in. And then inhale, lifting long, lifting up out of your hips. Reach up and over to your right. So now we'll stay in the side bend for a few breaths, allowing it to lengthen you. Anchor down through your sits bones, reaching out through your fingertips, the crown of your head. On your next inhale, come back to center. Bring your fingertips down by your side and we're leaving you up the other way. So let the exhale reach you out and over. Inhale, bringing you back to center. And your breath controls the movement. So time it with your breath. Allow the body to feel fluid. Allow your head to come along to whatever degree is right for you. And then the next time you come back to center, pause. And with the inhale, the right arm reaches out and up. We're reaching all the way to the sky. Settle the shoulder down. Inhale, root down through your sits bones, up and over to your left. A nice deep side bend. Breathe into the bend. Feel the length from that hip through the entire side of your body, reaching out through your fingertips and the crown of your head. Inhale, come back to center. Bring your fingertips to your knees. Notice the length of you. Notice the energy. And then keeping that spine nice and long, hug in, knit your ribs in so you're nice and well supported. And then begin to walk your fingertips forward. Keep your sits bones rooting down, anchor down. So you may not come forward very far, that's fine. Pause right at the place where you feel your sits bones about to lift. And then begin to draw your heart forward. And notice. Let the breath be long and full. Let your shoulders reach down your back. Take one more round of breath here. And then use the connection with your core as you exhale to walk your fingertips back to center. And if your legs are crossed, shift back on your sits bones and switch the cross of your legs. Beautiful. Hands to the thighs. Keep your shoulders floating over your hips. Take a nice full inhale. Lift your heart up. Let the back of your head reach back, opening up here. Exhale as the core reaches back towards your spine. Draw your spine back. Let the crown of your head tip forward. So a seated cat and cow. Inhaling to lengthen long, lifting and opening. Exhaling to fold in, bringing movement to the spine. One more complete round. And then come back to your center. Bring your left hand to your right knee. Your right hand comes behind you. Inhale nice and long. And exhale, turn towards your right. Come into a gentle twist. Still early in the practice. Use your next inhale to come back through center, and we'll go the other way. Right hand on the left knee, left hand behind you. Using the exhale to come into that gentle twist. Inhale, come back to center. And then work your way into table shape. So as you come to tabletop, if you're sitting on the edge of a blanket, set it to the side. Knees underneath hips, wrist creases underneath your shoulders if that serves you well. Anchored down through the index finger and thumb so you're really well supported in your upper body. Toes curled under or not, your choice. And then just breathe. Find the connection with you. Notice the breath. Notice the length of your spine. And then the next time as your core engages on your exhale, reach your right toes back. Lift your heel up into space and get super long from the crown of your head right out through the heel. Beautiful. Toes pointing down. Take a full breath in. And then on the exhale, swing the foot out to the right and bring your toes down to the floor. Try to even feel your pinky toe. There you go. Inhale, come back up through center and swing your leg across the other way. So it crosses over your ankle, outside of your heel. Good. So inhaling through center, exhaling, reaching out to the right. And then inhale, come back through center and go cross way over, across. You could even go off your mat. And then as you do this, perhaps you want to look towards your toes, so you look over your right shoulder as your foot comes to the right. Inhaling long through center, and then exhaling, looking over your left shoulder as you cross to the left. One more time each side. And then come back to table. Knee under hip. And then on your next inhale, shift your weight forward and over towards your left wrist. Exhale, draw your hips back over your left heel and shift your weight over to the right. And then inhale up forward over to the right. So it's super big circles. Coming forward on your inhale, circling around, and then exhaling, circling back. And the next time you come forward, pause and switch the direction of your circle. And even yourself out. So it's about the same number of circles each side. I always lose count. I don't know if you know you too. So let's call that about even. And then let's even you up with the legs. So reach that left foot back, toes pointing down, stretch out through the heel. Engage from the entire length of you. Feel how long you are. Full breath in. Use the exhale. Now this time the left leg is going to reach out to the left. Feel all flat toes down on the floor. Inhale through center. Exhale, cross over to the right. And then again, back and forth. Inhaling through center, exhaling, reaching out or crossing over. And then as it feels good to you, looking over the shoulder toward your foot on either side. Either as you're opening up or as you're crossing over. Last round. And then come back to center. Only this time walk your hands forward and work your way into puppy dog. So in puppy dog, you want to keep your hips floating over your heels. Super long spine. Reach your fingertips forward. Forearms can come all the way down to the mat if that feels best to you. Forehead to the mat. And then breathe into your entire length. One more round of breath. And then with your core engagement, come back to table. And then step your left foot forward between your hands. So we're going to work in this lunge for just a moment. So if it's best for your knee, perhaps press down through your right toes, lift your knee and wiggle it back a little bit. Or pat it with that blanket. So we want to be long here. So find the length of you from your hip through the crown of your head. Hug your legs and squeeze into center. And then when you're ready, walk your hands to your thigh, engage your core again. Feel the strength of your legs. And then allow your arms to float up. Palms turn toward each other. Let the shoulders settle down. Beautiful. Take one more complete round of breath here. Feel the openness across your collarbones. And then as you exhale, tilt yourself forward. Bring your right hand down to the mat. Turn your left fingertips way out and up, coming to a twist. So you're turning towards your front knee. Keeping the spine long, opening across your chest. Let the shoulder blades come together on your back. Exhale, bring your left hand down. Unwind the twist. And then begin to draw your hips back. Peel your front toes up, coming into half split. And then if this needs to be dynamic for you before you settle in, you can shift your weight forward and back a little. And then you want to end up with your hips reaching back, your front heel really rooting down, straightening the back of that left leg as long as it's comfortable for you, but stop at the point of stretch. But keep your heart drawing forward. Couple more breaths here. And then on your next inhale, shift your weight forward and we'll switch sides. So your left knee back and your right foot forward. And then find the place that's best for you in this low lunge. So you want your front knee directly over your ankle, and then that back knee behind your hip a little bit so you're on the top of your kneecap. And then squeezing your legs together so you're really well grounded. Bring your hands to your thighs so your core can engage. You get super strong, and then the arms can just float. Reaching up, palms facing each other, shoulders melting down, feeling broad right across the collarbone. Keeping your breath long and full. And then, with your core engaged, on your next exhale, tilt yourself forward, stretching long all the way down. Left hand down, right hand is going to reach up as you spin towards your front knee, coming into the twist. Super long in the spine. Feeling broad across your collarbones. Take one more round of breath here. Exhale, hands down either side of your front foot, and then draw your hips back, coming into popping those front toes up, coming into the half split on this side. And again, let it be dynamic at first, rocking your weight forward and back, opening up that hamstring and the calf. And then draw the hip back, anchor the heel, let the toes point back toward the knee. Let your heart draw forward. Opening up the back of the leg as far as is right for you. Couple of rounds of breath here. And then shift your weight forward. Bring your hands to the mat. Bring your front foot back. Now, Jenny, you might want to move your blanket out of the way. So we come into supported plank. We're going to come all the way down to the mat in just a moment. But get yourself set up in a really good supported plank first. If you're not sure how to do that, come into full plank and then simply put the knees down. You want to have your core engaged in supported plank just as much as in full plank. Take a nice full breath in. And then on the exhale, shift your weight forward and lower only halfway down, because on your inhale, you press down to rise all the way back up. 2 more times. Jenny's like, really, do I have to do this? Exhale, part way down, whatever's right for you. Inhale up. 3rd time, exhale, pause part way, take a round of breath, and then lower all the way down. And doesn't that feel good? Now, uncurl your toes. Anchor the tops of your feet to the mat. Draw your thumbs back. Let your shoulders melt down. And then with your breath, pressing down from the tops of your toes, feel the connection and the energy with your breath right through your core. Lift between your shoulder blades coming into your cobra. Baby cobra at first, it's early yet. Exhale, melt it down. Rest your forehead, curl your toes under. And then press up through hands and knees. Find your down dog. Oh, finally we're there. Pedal your feet. Let it be wiggly up and down on your tippy toes, opposite knee, heel. Do whatever's right for you. And then pause in that down dog. Make it long and full. And then walk your toes to the top of the mat. Coming into a nice soft forward fold. Gather your energy, press down through your feet, rise up halfway. Exhale, release, let it all go. And then root down through your feet. Press down, reach your fingertips way out and up, come all the way up to stand. Big breath in, bring your fingertips together, and then exhale, thumbs come to heart center. Nice, strong Tadasana. Notice you. Notice your center point. Feel the energy moving through you, even though your body is still. It's a moment of stillness. And while the big muscles aren't moving, you're still breathing. There is motion. Inhale, fingertips reach up, separate your hands, hinge at the hips and bow forward, forward fold. Inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, release, bring your hands down to the mat, step back to plank. High plank or low plank with your knees down, your choice. Take a full breath in. Exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. No pumping up and down this time. Inhale, lift into your cobra. Uncurl your toes so you can anchor down well. Exhale, melt it all the way down. Curl your toes under. Use your inhale, come through hands and knees or not. Find your down dog. Lovely long down dog. Anchor through your hands, reach back through your sits bones. On your next inhale, reach your right heel up and back. Bend your knee, twist open, stack your hips. Nice big open twist here. Exhale, square your hips and bring your right foot back down. Inhale, reach your left heel up and back. Bend that knee, stack your hips, come into a twist on that side. Feel how open and long you are. Square up your hips and bring the foot back down to the mat. And then walk your feet forward, come into that super soft forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Reach your right foot back. Keep your feet on railroad tracks. We're coming up into high lunge, so squeeze your legs together, and then as you're ready, you can use your thigh to help you to come up. Find your point of balance, and then reach your fingertips up. Just like in low lunge, so you want to feel the legs long and strong. Keep reaching back through that heel, lifting that back thigh if that helps support you. And then on your next inhale, reach your right fingertips forward, stretch your left fingertips back, coming into a nice open twist. Beautiful. Take a full round of breath. And then exhale, bring your back fingertips forward, hands come down on either side of your front foot. Step forward, forward fold. Wiggle a little bit if that would feel good. And then inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, fold again, and this time the left foot steps back. We're coming into that high lunge. So step your feet, really firm the muscles through your legs. Use your thigh to help you with that, helps you find the balance, squeezing your legs together, and then float the arms up as you're ready. Settling into the pose, so let the shoulders drop away from the ears, but feel the length of you. So you still reach through your fingertips. And then on your next inhale, left fingertips stretch forward, right fingertips reach back, coming into that nice open twist on this side. Wiggle wobble's always good because you're reteaching your body to balance. Exhale, fingertips come down to the mat. Front foot meets the back foot, lift your hip high, find your down dog. And if you would like to flow through, here's an opportunity. So shift forward to plank and lower down if that would feel good. Find your back bend of choice. Cobra. Or if you're warm enough and you're shifted into up dog, feel free. And then come back to that down dog. Pedal your feet if it would feel good. Settle in. And then lift your right leg high. Just keep your hips nice and square. Take a full breath in. On your exhale, hug your knee in really, really close and then swing that foot forward. We're coming into warrior one. So you want the front foot a little bit wider. Back foot comes down, heel down, toes pointing off to the left a little bit. And then as you're ready, root down. You can use your thigh again to help you find your balance. Rise up. Turn your shoulders forward. Warrior one is really a baby twist, and then the fingertips come up. Beautiful. Feel how strong you are. And then turn your palms away from each other. Press the air down and away as you bring your hands, circle them down behind you. Options here, either interlace your fingers and reach your fingertips down your back thigh, or wrap your hands around your back waist, opening really nice and wide across your chest. Take a full breath in. Engage your core, so hug in from your hips and knit your ribs, and then exhale, bow forward, humble warrior. Let your shoulders come in between your legs. Let the crown of your head drape down. Let the back of your neck be soft. That's lovely. And then release your hands in whichever version you've chosen. Bring your hands down on either side of your front foot. Peel your back heel up. Front foot meets the back foot. Find your down dog. Pedal your feet up and down on your tippy toes. Wiggle it out a little. And then come to that point of stillness. And then with your inhale, reach your left leg up. Long and high, keep your hips nice and square. Use the exhale to draw your knee in, bring that foot forward, coming into warrior one on this side. So again, that front foot can go out a little bit wider, spin the back heel down. And as you're ready, squeezing your legs together, strong in the legs, rise up. Fingertips just float up then. Beautiful. Keep the breath flowing. Turn your palms away from each other and reach that nicely circle around behind you. Options for your arms wrapping or interlaced, whatever works best for you and your body. And then knitting your ribs in, engaging your core, staying nice and open as you exhale, bow forward. Humble warrior. You can do that shoulder rinse, lifting your wrists off your lower back. Let the back of your neck be super soft here. Let yourself bow in. And then release your hands. Bring your hands down on either side of your front foot. Peel your back heel up. Front foot meets the back foot. Back to that down dog. And again, a chance to flow through. Up and down on your tippy toes or not. You can even just hold your down dog after you're done with your flow throughs. Lowering all the way down if you're flowing through cobra or up dog, whatever works best for you. And then come to down dog. Nice full big breath in here. And then on your exhale, bring your knees down to the mat. They can be nice and wide, or they can stay fine, either puppy dog or child, whichever pose supports you. Coming to your point of stillness. So that you can relax on the inside and get in harmony with yourself. So that you can bring your undivided attention to experiencing your personal truth. as inhale, work your way back to hands and knees. So we're coming to the end, the quieter part of the practice. So we're going to start with a version of thread the needle. Now, if you have any shoulder issues or you're not sure about coming down to the mat, that's where the blanket can be handy. So if you want to use the blanket for this pose, I would bring it behind your wrist creases on the mat. I don't even know if you've ever done this, Jenny. Okay. So we'll start with the right side. So reach your right arm way up and out to the right. And then as you thread underneath your left arm and the shoulder comes down to the blanket, and maybe you rest your head on the blanket, lift your head and then adjust it so your neck is nice and long. So we're going to be here for a little bit of time, so pay attention. You want your hips to be nice and square. So your left hand can stay right where it is. If you'd like to open that shoulder a little bit more, you can lift your left hand, roll the shoulder open, and perhaps come into a little bind. So that would bring your left hand either to your low back or maybe even reaching to your opposite hip. And then once you're in the shape, come back to your breath. That nice, full, long breath. 5 nice, big, long breaths. Let them be long and full. Keep opening across the chest. So this is a pose that helps open there. So it's really about melting the shoulders together and widening across the heart space. When you come to the bottom of your 5th breath, that's when you unwind, wherever that time comes for you. So the hand comes down, the left hand comes down, and then the right arm comes up. And do the complete unwind. So reach those fingers way up. Pause at the top for just a moment, and then come back down. And we'll leave you up. So Jenny, you can move the blanket out of the way if you don't like it, or you can keep using it. I kind of like it. Okay, so left hand reaches way out and up. Exhale, thread underneath, and then come into the pose as mindfully on this side as you did on the other. So lift the head and straighten the neck and bring the back of the neck nice and long. Settle in so the hips are nice and square. And then begin to roll that right shoulder open. You can keep the fingertips right there or bring the hand back to the low back or maybe reach for the hip. And then as you come into the shape of the pose, come back to that nice full length of breath. Nice full 5 full breaths. Being still, moving into stillness. And as you come into the bottom of that 5th breath and gently unwind, pause at the top of this, unwind. And then come out. And then we're going to come into a couple of seated poses. So you can again sit up on the edge of that blanket if that serves you, or sit on your mat. Jenny's going to turn and face towards you. So as you come to sit, and we're going to do both sides. So if we do the same side, it will help me guide you. We're going to do the left side front first. Okay. So bring your left shin forward, and then you're going to tuck your right foot behind you a little bit. So it's almost like you're bringing your right knee into the arch of your left foot, like Jenny has it, or the top of your knee. Good. So notice that your right hip might be coming up off the mat or off the blanket a little bit. That's fine in this pose. Take a nice full breath, get a nice big inhale. And then on your exhale, begin to turn towards your left. So your right hand comes to the knee or the thigh, and the left hand comes behind you. It's your kickstand. Now we're going to hold this shape for a minute. So just breathe into it. So opening across your chest. So this is a bit of a hip opener as well as a twist. So it's nourishing the spine. Notice where you feel the sensations, where you feel the opening. See if you can imagine a little softening happening there. Because it's a twist and you're breathing and we're here for a little bit, it might be that you can ever so gently deepen the twist. And it's an ever so gentle. Last full breath. And then we're going to come into a different twist. So bring your right foot around and you're going to wrap your right foot across your body. Your left foot, options here, we're coming into half lotus fishes. So Jenny, your right foot's going to be on top. So the left foot stays below. So the left heel can reach toward the hip. There you go. Okay. Right foot around and top. Now, you want to make sure that you can sit both of your sits bones down. If you can't, you don't need to have that left heel toward your hip. You can straighten that leg out nice and long in front of you. But as much as possible, you want that right foot on the mat, like Jenny has it. So now, as you're seated, inhale nice and long. Reach your arms up overhead. And then on your exhale, you're going to turn toward your knees. So you're going to be turning the opposite way. Right hand comes behind you. Left hand comes to your shin. Snuggle in a little bit. Stay nice and tall. So we're here for a little bit longer. So let the breath be long. So on the inhales, you might find yourself coming out a little bit. That's perfectly good and healthy. Exhale, deepening in a little bit. So as we're here for a little bit longer than a minute, we're 2 minutes on the side. Let yourself just be in the pose. Let the twist deepen. And this is a deeper hip opener, a deeper twist along the spine, starting right around the belly area, perhaps running all the way up along the chest, and because we're here for a while, it may even come all the way up into your cervical spine. Keep breathing. Allow your breath to be as long as it may. Bring your attention back to you in this moment, centering on you. Couple of more nice deep breaths. Now, mindfully come out. Take your time. Don't rush. Unwind. Bring both of your feet forward a little wider than your hips, and it might feel good to windshield wiper look at side to side. And then we're going to even you up on the other side. So as you're ready, come back to that nice tall spine. This time the right shin is in front, the left foot comes behind. Open up your legs as far as you need to, and we're all different here. And some of it has to do with how our hips are made. Some of it has to do with where we're tight and where we're open. So nice full breath in. And then on your exhale, turn away from your left foot, so you're going to turn toward the right. Right hand behind you, left hand on your knee. Nice full breath in. Exhaling to deepen, but this is a softer, gentler twist. You've done a deeper twist to the right now, so this may just feel simply yummy. See if what you can soften and relax. Notice what feels a little more open. Attention to you. Nice big breath. Complete exhale. And then gently unwind. And then it's the left foot rest comes around and forward and over. Right heel come back toward the hip or straighten that leg nice and long. Remember, you want both of your sits bones anchoring down. So adjust what you need with that right leg and that right foot so that you're able to do that. Sit up nice and tall. And then reaching your arms up tall, nice full breath in. Exhale, turn towards your left knee. Left hand comes down, get your kickstand or right hand to the shin. And begin that nice full length of breath. Inhaling long, exhaling to deepen. Remember, we're here for a couple of minutes, so work your way into the twist, bit by bit. From the belly up through the ribs, chest, shoulder girdle, eventually coming all the way up, but little by little. You've got lots of time to get there. Don't let my talking rush you. Bring your attention back to you and back to your breath. Keep lengthening long on the inhale. Notice where the sensations are. See if you can soften any place that you're feeling that little stretchy bit. Full breath. To the last couple of nice big breaths in and out. And then mindfully unwind. Take your time. Unwind your legs, nice and wide. Windshield wiper a little bit side to side. And then you'll all love this. Turn lengthwise on your mat if you turn sideways like Jenny did. And you get to lay down, so do that in whatever way serves you best. You can challenge yourself by rolling down or just simply support and get yourself there. Oops, I forgot to remind you to reach for your strap. Sorry, folks. So scarf or whatever you have nearby, that blanket might even. So just bend your knees from the soles of your feet to the mat and just let yourself be here for a moment. Feel the whole length of your spine on the mat. Feel especially from your sits bones, from the low hips all the way through the spine and the back of your head. Lift your chin if you need to release that cervical spine. Wiggle whatever you need to wiggle out. And then draw your knees up over your hips. And now bring that strap or that scarf, or if you grabbed, I don't know, a robe tie, and then loop it around both of your feet. So around the ball mounts of both of your feet, and then hopefully whatever you grab is long enough. So as you reach your heels up, you can draw your hands down the strap, so far down the strap that your whole upper arm can rest on the mat. And you only need just enough tension to be able to stay in this shape for a couple of minutes. It's legs up the wall without the wall. And I really meant a couple of minutes. So let your breath be long and full. This is considered one of the most healing poses around, because it literally reverses everything. Brings the blood flow from the toes back up, bathes the brain, and gives the heart the closest thing we can give it to a little bit of a rest. So allow your attention to come to your heart center. That is where we carry our truth, I think. And perhaps you will find that conflict-free, calm, dynamic peace of your abundant life energy right in your center. Notice as you're on your back, the breath can be even fuller, even richer. Let it be that. And bring your attention to your breath. And as we wind down to the end of this pose, let the breath be long and full. Make sure the exhales are complete. Release the strap, draw your knees in. Perhaps it would feel good to give yourself a little rock from side to side. And then lower your feet down to the mat. Bring your hands down by your side, turn your palms out. And then if there's one more pose, one more stretch you just need to do before Shavasana, I strongly recommend just straightening your legs, reaching them. Let the fingers, so let your toes reach one way, reach your fingers way up overhead. Just get as long as you can possibly be. That might feel really yummy. If that doesn't sound good, do whatever might serve you. Maybe you feel the need to do a little movement before you settle in. Maybe a happy baby or a windshield wiper twist with your feet. Do what feels good. And then come into the shape of Shavasana that serves you best. Maybe the more traditional shape. I had this yoga buddy who every time our teacher, during our yoga teacher training, she asked us what our favorite pose was, and her answer always was Shavasana. Fancy that. Just allow yourself to be. Come back to this moment of stillness. And then I invite you to stay. I am going to share this poem it is entitled Still, written by Greg Pincus. It was the 30th poem of the 30th day of April. Stay as long as you like after you finish. We still our cities, still our schools. We still and watch with shock. We still our bodies, still our minds, and still. And we take stock. We still have earth beneath our feet. We still have sky above. We still have art and friends and joy. We still have hope and love. We feel the world still spinning round. Each night still yields today. We still don't know the path ahead. Still, we'll find our way. Jenny and I thank you for joining us for this practice, moving into stillness, finding that place of peace and calm inside. May you find that centered, calm, still place every time you need it. May you find it when you're in motion. May you find it when you're not. If you would like to support the studio, please go to the website and find the tab for donations. We would love to keep providing classes for you. Again, thank you for joining us. On behalf of Jenny and me, the light in us honors the light in you. Namaste.